Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Decode Traders Hub. And this is Dan here at Decode Traders Hub. I hope you are good. And this is Wednesday, episode number 80. We are almost closing to 100 episodes. At 100 episodes, I think that episode I will look at of signals only. When we clocked 100 episodes, I will look at that whole day as a day of signals, unless otherwise. But yeah, that will be day full of signals. I will dedicate that whole day to do signals. I think we can even look at extending it all the way to more than 1.5 hours. We can do probably 5 hours non-stop of looking at charts. Yeah, that means the talking may be less, but visualizing and looking at the trades when there is something to look at, I will be doing that. So we'll look into it. I'll be looking into it and see if on that the day when we clock to 100, I will not be having any schedules on the calendar. But otherwise, I should plan that. The day of signals, we may be online. We may be live stream from 10:30 almost to 8 p.m. So we'll look into that and see, depending on what will be on the schedule. So welcome, guys. As usual, let's do this. Let's pray and then head to our daily routine. Father, we thank you for this very beautiful morning. Thank you. As we get into this session where we analyze the charts, the market that you've put before us, may you grant us knowledge and wisdom, and also teach our eyes and mind, as clear to be able to look at these signals, structures that you want us to see to get these profitable signals for the glory of the name. We give you praise and we love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, let's now look into Crush 500 as Crush 500. Wow. Okay, so this is still moving on. I think I told you that according to day we haven't reached that level yet, so that's the reason why it is still going all the way here. The only surprise we see is that it's not giving any reaction to retests. It's not doing any retests at all. So that's why we are unable to make an entry to this very asset. But the overall trend, we know it's going right there. We needed that pullback so that we can get into that, but it is long overdue, so we may not see it at all. Even this, we may not see it at all. We know that price is coming right there, but how will we enter the sell? I don't think we have an entry. I don't think we have an entry, a clear entry, just like the one we always look for. So let's see. We may, actually we may. This is a fake breakout right there. That's a fake breakout. So if that's a fake breakout, so price may be looking for this move right here to get back to that level right there, and then later on comes back into sell. Later on comes back into sell. So it's going to be up to us to look at how best can we look at entering this. Remember, it is very okay not to enter the trade if you don't have an entry, but it is not okay for you to force the trade. And there I've deleted the analysis. But anyway, it's okay. It's not that thing there. So delete. Right, this delete, this one here, delete, and now we're looking at getting to this level. We're looking at getting to this level. So M15, this is okay. You're looking at that pullback there. Looking at that pullback. I want to get the confirmation of that pullback. Okay. Yeah, I'll be looking for that, reaching there, then coming in sell. Do I have an entry for the buy? Now that it has given us a fake breakout, one may enter, but it is risky. It's between the trend already, so it is risky, but one may enter because of what we've seen. So because of what we've seen, this is accumulation, this is manipulation, and that is distribution right there. Yeah, so one may enter according to 15, but enter cautiously, knowing you have a tight stop loss. Just down below there. Don't want you to get into big losses. Yeah, $4 is enough when you're looking at doing the first TP is there, second TP is right there. So when you're looking at roughly $15, which is 1 to almost 4. So I think that's it for Crash 500. I'm not doing anything else. I'll leave it at M15. Now let's head over to Boom 1000. Let's head over to Boom 1000. Let's head over to Boom 1000 and let's look at that. So Boom 1000, yesterday we saw that it was giving us the offer. It was not yesterday. Yesterday was this. This is what I told you, that there might be a pullback to reach there, but it did break out perfectly to continue the buy. So what did we see later? We saw that we got that break of structure down below, right? Not a break of structure, it was a change of character. But the pullback went ahead and broke that level up there. But where was it going? We can only understand that on H4, and that's the reason why it had to go back there. Why? It is a resistance level, so it went there to test the level. So on coming back, clearly you see it was breaking all those levels right there. So according to H1, we are currently oversold. According to H4, the sale has just started. So and clearly we know we were looking for the sale at a later stage. You know that. But the reason why we saw this would be just about there. So we know that we want sales to come all the way back here and later on go into buys again, just like we wanted here. So all we now do is go to H1, first delete all this that's not necessary. And now, what do we see? The perfect entry, we've missed it. Perfect entry, we've missed it. Perfect entry was, let's look at M15. Yes, it was right about here, right about there. That's where the perfect entry was. Yeah, that is where the perfect entry was for this sale. So how do we now enter this asset? We have to wait for the pullback. We have to wait for the pullback. We have to wait for the pullback. Now, this is on daily and H4 time frame right here. This that you see right there, that is on daily. This is on weekly. This is on weekly. So we know that on daily we are still looking for that pull to reach that level down below there, because daily we are strongly buying. H4, we know that we are selling all the way back to this level. Probably we may see the breakout right there to continue. But according to H1, we are looking for, CCI is recommending us to actually look into it's recommending to actually look into sales. We're looking to buys. We're looking to buys. So having seen this right here, this gives me an indication that we have a breakout right here. But we know that H4 is still selling, and there's this trend line down below which is on H4, which needs to be reached. So for that case, I'll be looking at a pullback to probably later on continue this kind of sell. Then from that very moment we can look for the buy. But there's a possibility. I want to delete all these that I've just drawn now, and I show you another possibility. There is another possibility of price going all the way down. Then according to H1, we come in with a sell, a buy, to where? To some levels like those levels right about there, such levels or above there. So depending on where the clear momentum is, you see M30, M15, yeah, just around that level right there where you're seeing this or be on M15. Yeah, so that's where I would anticipate price to get back to according to H1, then later on comes back with enough momentum to even break through on H4 to take us all the way to this level where we already want it to go. All right, so that is another possibility, and this is probably the one I'm seeing which is most likely to happen. Continuation of this all the way back here, then pull back because of what I'm seeing on CCI. That is the reason why. That is the reason why. I don't have any other reason apart from that. So when we reach that's oversold properly, we get a pullback to bring us back right there to test that level, and then come in strongly with a sell to break out from that very trend line, support trend line on H4. So I think that's now a bit clear. Remember, this is just anticipation. It's anticipation, looking at what we have and anticipating with all the other small details that we have to anticipate the next move according to different time frames. So that's what I may anticipate on on H1, and clearly you can see even M15 is still selling strongly, so that's why the sale is still going to continue all the way down below. That was a good sell, uninterrupted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of sales. So we now wait for the pullback. This pullback will give us enough good money as we will be trading it all the way down below. All right, I think that is boom 1000, and that's enough for the analysis on that asset. So let's now get into boom 500. So boom 500, this happened yesterday. I don't know if any actually took it, but I remember telling you that it was going through such a move. Those who missed yesterday's analysis, you can check back to understand why we did this. This right here was a breakout, and I told you we want this move right here to reach that level, then come in with the sales. But if it goes and breaks back here and goes back into that trend line, there's a possibility of continuing with buys, because daily we are looking for buys. H4, we are looking for sales. So you need to understand those dynamics, that when it closes back inside, we may continue with the buys, just like how we wanted here. We may continue with the buys. But if it doesn't close inside, the sales may come in just according to H4, the way we want it. So remember, H4 and weekly, they are all pointing to sales, but we will keep following what the market gives us. We won't force any trades just because we are looking at certain things. We depend on what the market gives us and other technical indicators and price action and what have you that we use to look at these charts. So for now, this is still a no-go for me probably till it reaches that level. That's when I can start to get interested in it. So for now, no, I'm not wasting time on it. All right, so this did exactly what we wanted. those who remember, I told you we had two scenarios. One to break down and retest then that level, then come later with the sales, or to continue breaking, to continue buying and then later on come with the sales. So it did actually go with this other one. So that's the move right there. So for now, these didn't help us because it chose to go with the other one. So that's why I told you, you always follow what the market gives. I don't know if I made an entry. I made an entry here to continue selling, but then there came a pullback. So I went against my rules not to wait for the pullback right there. But clearly you can see what happened. The pullback still came and it gave us a change of character there. Broke out, and the entry, the perfect entry, was here and there. We had two entries. So if you had waited on this retest, you would have entered right there. If you had missed that entry, you would have entered again when it retested the level of change of character right there. So that's how this trade was very perfect for us to actually make the entry. So now I can delete all this for now. Delete that. We have broken that. And now let's go to H4. Let's look at what is happening. All right, so yeah, perfect. So we have a breakout. This, oh yes, this makes sense. This makes sense. This is H4. So this is a fake breakout. You don't need to continue selling. This is going to be a fake breakout only. It's just going to be a fake breakout. I could actually start buying where we are currently. If you have a big account, let me show you the reason why I'm saying that. I'm going to only enter with 0.01. Put the stop loss right here. You can put another buy limit within here. Now, the reason why it is doing that is this is an ascending triangle right here. And this is the pull, this is a move that brought us into that. There's gonna be a move, the same move that will take us right there, because this will be continuation of the previous trend. This is the previous trend, the buy momentum. So the buy is starting right here, and another hour has just started. We are in another hour, and that's why you can see that. So the other confirmation of this is CCI. Having seen it reach that level right there is evidence enough for me to look at continuing with the buy later on. Right now, we touched oversold 2 times right there and there, and we started to buy. So we were just making like a retest. It is a fake breakout right there to bring us into buys. That's as far as I'm concerned, and as far as these other things have shown me, that's what I'll be looking for. I'll be looking for this move to take me right about there. That is, if this, I hope I've not read it wrongly. This ascending triangle. So I'm using this point and that point. High, low, high, low, high. All right. So if it is not, then it will come and take me out. So for now, I can delete this other entry and then just stick to this. My profit is, I'm looking at all the way there. That is what I'm looking at. Yeah, that is what I'm looking at. So please, you can enter this trade either now, if you have enough money to risk all this from there to here, but also you can wait for price to get back into inside this ascending triangle. You can still wait for that. Once it goes in, then you know that price is going to continue all the way there. So it is up to you. But for me, I've chosen to go to look for a tight sniper entry right there. Although the stop loss is not that tight, I'll have to look at the order block at the end of the order block here. So this price here never mitigated this order block, so that's why this came all the way back here to mitigate this same order block where this buying momentum started from. So that's why this was a very important point to make my buy entry for. But we will see if it will respect this very level according to what we know from the history. Alright, that is Volatility 25 points. Did I even write it? I think I did not. I did not. So we did. Oh, I didn't even put the names. Why tired this early morning? I don't know. So we are going to Vol 75 now. Let's go to Vol 75. I've been typing, thinking I put it there, yet I had not put it, displayed it on the screen. So let's now head over to Vol 2075. So this is doing the same thing. We see a break of structure. We are seeing a break of structure. So this break of structure, like I told you, oh yes, now this makes sense. So price is looking at reaching that level, but which level are we looking at on daily? We don't have any other level that is left down below to reach. So I can't trade this right now, not until I see it being oversold right there. Then that's when I can make a decision. But until then, I have no business with this asset. What have I done? I don't know what I've done, but it seems I've deleted the indicator. Seems I've deleted the indicator. Search indicator. I need to first get my levels. So let me first leave this. I'll sort it out later. Anyway, so that's what I was saying is I will wait for this level to just get done with and give me price at least go back inside. That's when I will start to trade this asset. I'm looking at this being a fake breakout, but already we are seeing that we have a break of structure right about there. So I'm looking at that being a fake breakout. I don't know if it will be, but we will wait and see if it will be. So right now, this is not a good asset to trade at all. So unless if you want to always come all the way down below here to look at lower time frames. In lower time frames, like I always tell you, there's always opportunities to look at trading it. In lower time frames, there are always opportunities present. So it is upon you to take advantage of them, or just wait for the swing trades. All right, so I think that's it on this asset. Let's see any other thing I can pull out here. Convince me to make an entry at all. Oh yes, yes, just wait a minute. This could be an interesting buy right about there, but this will be only for scalpers. I wouldn't advise anyone who is not a scalper to engage into this trade. And possibly this has been mitigated, this was never mitigated. So probably you entered with when you're scalping, you would probably look for just trades to reach just there only, and you'll be looking for a tight stop loss just about this. So you're looking for like a 1 to 2. That's why I'm saying it's only for scalpers only. That's why you want, for swing traders, it will be very hard for you to make such a trade. Now, reasons why I'm entering that, let me tell you one. Let me show you. This is one. Return to that order block. Why? That is an order block where this buy momentum started from. So the first TP, of course, is right here. First TP is right there. Second TP is right there. Why there? On 15M, on M15 time frame, that is another order block where the sell momentum, where the previous sell momentum started from, and that would be the one. This one has been mitigated right here, so we'll be looking for that order block. So that's why I'll be looking for that as my second TP right there. So the reason I've put there tight stop loss is I'm not expecting price to retest again this level down below. Why? Because there is no even any fair value gap. So that's why I chose to put it this very low. I don't expect any retests at all because it has already mitigated this order block. There is nothing left for it to look for down below. So that's why I choose to do this. If I'm wrong, then it will come and take me out. But if I'm right, it will be a seamless buy move to all the way to the TP, first TP here and second TP right there. So that's how I've decided to make that a scalping trade. Alright, so I will leave that and go to V50. V50 is also still a no-go. Let's look at what we were looking for yesterday. Reach there, come back failing, and then we had those levels of interest, but we saw a breakout again. We saw a breakout, and finally it reached that level. Let's see. Oh no, that is not a daily. Daily is here. Sorry guys. So those who remember, I told you the price was coming to this very order block I've just deleted. Why? Because of such moves that we are seeing. So and of now, and as we speak, it may be looking for this same level right about here. The first one was this. The first one was that, and it was hit right there. So this will be the second one. So for now, we wait. It's probably coming to that level. If we look to the left, let's look to the left. We see what is up. And of course, that will be another block down below all this other way. So let's do this. do this, and then do this. Let's come to the left. We look at it properly. Why is that point interesting? Of course, that's the order block right here. Yeah, that's the order block right there. H4 order block. It will be coming for that. It's where the buy momentum started from. Went to buy, we tested, and then we started. Price never came back to that level again. So that's why that level is very important. And that's the reason why we are seeing it, price wanting to react onto that level, this very level right here. So for now, we keep waiting. Price is coming there. Do we have an entry to continue selling it? I think I do. I can make my sell entry right here, put a stop loss right there, because I know it is going all the way down. Then I can choose to get my 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio right up. I can even bring it a bit low, because anyway, this is not volatile. This is not even so some big amount. This is $7 over about, let me look for 12, 14 to have a 1 to 2 right about there. I'll look for that 1 to 2 as my TP level. Alright, so that's it for me on this asset V50. That's it. You've seen the reason why I chose to continue with the sell there, even though H1 is saying we should be looking for buys. H4 is still looking for sells, so it has to do that. I think by the end of today it should have reached that level, so we can start to anticipate buys, just like how we want them on our daily time frame, and also H1. Weekly, we are still looking for sells. We have a breakout there, but we can only do continue with sales on that if we have a perfect breakout and retest on the weekly. So if we don't see a perfect retest, then we want to be able to continue selling it. That means this retest that we have been waiting for on the daily time frame will be highly anticipated if price goes back inside this very pattern or structure. So that's it. Let me leave it at M15. Now go to jump 25. Jump 25, those who remember yesterday, I told you it's going to keep playing within here because that was the range, and clearly that's what happened. So I made my entry there, took some profits here later on during the day. That was a trade there. I wanted that, never happened. It gave me this. When it did that retracement again before it reached this, I made my entry right there when price was below 10 MA and took my profits right about there. It was a scalping trade, but it came through. So now let's remove history. Let's look at the structure that we have. The structure that we have is this. That is a falling wedge. So if that is a falling wedge, we are looking at this move that brought us into consolidation, and this will be the same move that we'll be looking at. Why? This was accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. It means we are still going into buys. Buys are still on. Means buys are still on. So price is coming right there. So how do we now enter? Go to M15. We don't have an entry. So if we don't have an entry, but we see something that is inviting to give us an opportunity right there, then we take it. So what do we do? Oh yes, this one has to go back. This one has to go back. It's not yet where we need it. So he has to go back. So all we need is price to be overbought according to CCI on M15. And then we will come down below to look for the retracement level. Once it retraces, once it finishes to retrace, that's when we will have a say in the market. And we already now see where it's likely to come back to. That will be the level right here, and then continue all the way there. So we have possibilities, two possibilities. Either price will continue and fails to retrace, will continue like that, probably retraces outside here when it breaks out there, or once it touches the trend line, it will come now according to M15 to retrace, and from where this buying momentum started from, to come to retrace. Once it retraces from that very moment, then the buys will come in to take us right about there. So those are two ways we may engage into this trade. Clearly, you can see that yesterday's level, the previous day's level that I had put, it was broken, but it was a fake breakout because we had that kind of pattern or the structure right there, which is a falling wedge, and which we know that we will be looking for continuation of the previous trend. That is enough for this. I can now delete this, that, because these are not important anymore. All right, so that is jump 25. Lastly, jump 10. So jump 10, those who remember, I wanted profits there, but of course the first TP was on that order block. The first TP was on that order block. So that's where we saw price breakout from, price stop from. So my history is there. That was money grabbed properly, and the buy that had entered again right here when it failed to break perfectly, continue. Oh no, that was a sell also. Oh, this was also a sell. I decided to sell all the way to bring it down, because that's what was the plan. Reach that level, then come in with the sells. So I entered the sell, but took my SL in profits right about there, because I was skeptical about how it was moving. So called it out, and now you can see it is trying to accumulate or to consolidate. We know that later on we will get to this very sell move, but for now it is accumulating. So this is H1. So how do we look at it deeply? Let's look at these trend lines. Let's look at these trend lines right about there. What are they telling us? So go to M15, see it clearly. Yeah, we know this is coming. We know that that's coming. So this is where price we should expect it to come back to. So we know that, then we know that this is a flag or a channel, call it whichever you want, according to H1 it will be a flag, according to M15 it will be a channel, so and that will be a bearish channel. It means we'll be looking for sales to reach this level once more. So for now this line can be deleted and we maintain this. So until then, I don't have an entry right here where we are, so that means I can't enter a sell. Wait a minute, this is M15. I think I can. It has just retested there. It means you can put your stop loss right there. Yeah. So that would be a sell for me right about there. Put a stop loss there and look for profits right about there. That will be a 1, 2, 3, I believe so. So that's what I'll be looking for. Price to come all the way here. I think that's it for today. So let's now head to the recap. Hope you guys had a good time. Please, I had forgotten about the comments. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, Robina. Good morning, Levy. All right, so let's do the recap. So we started with crash, and clearly you see that our buy is already in profits. I can choose to now to bring my stop loss just a bit closer, not to break even, but a bit closer, because there might be a retest right here before it continues to that TP level. So just stick to that. I mean, it is up to you, but you can bring it to break even, or you can even close, because these are 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes of buying. So those are, that will be some good money for you there. And clearly you can see the retest I was talking about right there. So we just wait. Boom 1000. Yeah, it continues. So the retest that I wanted is happening. So if it closes just about there, I may enter a sell. But before I enter a sell, I want to first confirm something. That would confirm something right there. Yeah, that would be this level. So the sell will not be on. Why? Because that means it is reacting to that trend line right here. That means the sell will not be on. It will be now a pullback to that level. It will be this pullback to that level, where we'll be anticipating this sell later around. So right now, not really. It's a no-go until I have more data that I can use. For now, it's a no-go. Right here, it is showing me it is oversold, so I have to just keep waiting and look at M15. M15, it will come later on. If it doesn't break this level to continue down, then I know that I will have a retest here and entry to bring it all the way to this OB right there on M15 that I had told you about. So that's how I'll be visualizing, I'll be seeing such a trade to come through. That's what I'll be waiting for. If I don't see something of sort, then I won't be in that trade. So I can delete these for now, and now wait for this kind of move on M15. On M15, that's a kind of move I will be waiting for. come down, then enter that buy trade, then coming with the sell at a later stage according to H4. So that is boom 1000, boom 500. Price is getting below at our 10 MA, but we won't be looking at that much. We know that we wanted price to reach that level. That is the point of interest for us. So it still is a no-go for us. No waste of time. The buy on V25 1S is still going on. We are in profits. So we just keep waiting to see if it will reach that level or if it will go back inside for you guys to get another entry right inside here. V75, we need a pullback. No, wait. I'd say you can enter at, oh, I think it took me out. Let me see, I think I made an entry. Yes, it took me out there. It took us out right there. So that means I will just leave this trade alone. But what we know is we are looking at price coming all the way to this level right about there. We're looking at price coming all the way there. That is a level of interest right there. That's what we anticipate price to come back to that. And clearly on M15, it has retested now. It's finished. This was a pullback to that OB, and now we clearly see that. Oh, this is where I deleted the thing. This is where I deleted that indicator. Put it back later on. So that's what I'll be. That's what we're going to see. This move right here, this move right there, and then probably later on comes back right about there. Why? Is sort of consolidating. The daily is still looking for buys. Although, I mean, daily is still looking for sells. Although we know weekly we're supposed to be looking for buys. So that's a bit sketchy for us to actually look for any swing trades apart from scalping trades. So that would be a scalping trade right about there. This move to reach that level, it will be a scalping trade. V50 is in losses, a bit of losses where we are currently. We are looking for sales to bring us all the way here. So we wait and see if it will give us that move. Jump has started, Jump 85 has started to do that retracement. Or we will wait and see if it will come through. We can enter here, buys, we can enter on that trend line sells. But now we wait, let's wait. Jump 10, entered the sales right about there. I'm looking for profits on this very OB right about there. So for now, I'm still on the break even down below there. That's where price is. So we wait and see our profits come through. Let me wish you guys a good day. Hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. And let me wish you the best of the day. Like I've told you, when we reach 100 episodes, I'll be looking at a day of almost 8 hours live streaming, sharing signals in these different assets. All the assets we have analyzed, we wait for them uh, online together. So that's what I'll be looking at doing when we clock to 100 episodes. So let's wait and see. This will be dependent on other schedules that may be on my calendar by that time. So I'm going to look at the calendar and see when are we anticipated to reach 100 episodes and look at what might be happening on that day, if it won't interfere with this very program that I'm anticipating to do. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. Of course, for the mentorship class, those my students will be having, of course, my old students will be having our monthly session in the last week of Feb. I'll be communicating the date, and then we look at some of the issues we are currently facing. Otherwise, I want to remind you that those who want to learn for anyway for March, you can still, yes, this is the same information. Forget about the word February 2025. Same information, you can use that and get into get registered for the March intake. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day, happy trading. See you tomorrow same time at 10:30 East African time. Have a nice day, happy trading.